Hey guys, welcome to our brand new series, KavaCast, with our guest here, Quai. I'm Marcus and this is Stephen. This is episode 1. We're going to talk a bit today about Kava and Quai's new Kava Bar he's opened up here. I'll pass it over to Stephen.
Yeah, so KavaCast, new channel, and a new series on the channel. We're pretty much going to kick back, have some Kava, which you might or might not have heard of. It's a pretty sweet drink, chills you out, makes great conversation. Bring a bunch of guests on. We've got Quai here today, and yeah, we're going to bang out videos of that with all sorts of people, try some Kava with them. A lot of people's first time to have Kava. Let's get the ball rolling.
Alright, so Quai, do you want to introduce yourself?
Alfred Quai. I come from Vanuatu, obviously that's why we sell Vanuatu Kava in the shop. From Vanuatu, so we only sell Vanuatu Kava here in the shop, Brisbane, and we go under the name brand Blacston Way, because I used to have a product brand Blacston Way. So this is the first time we've had this Kava.
I believe it's one of the first Kava bars.
First Kava bar in Brisbane, yeah. First Vanuatu Kava bar at least anyway.
Yeah.
I think there's some Fiji Kavas around.
Is there much of a difference between Fijian and Vanuatu?
Yeah,
Kava?
definitely there's a huge difference. It's how they mix the Kava, and some varieties are different. Different varieties. Vanuatu have more varieties of Kava. It's just how they mix it. Fiji drink it differently. I can't say much about Fiji Kava, but that's how they like the Kava. We mix it differently. But if you go to a Fiji bar sometimes, if you get the chance to go to a Fiji bar, you'll compare the difference, you'll explain the difference there. But I'm sure there's a couple of Fiji bars around, but I don't know where. But for Vanuatu Kava, this is the first Vanuatu Kava.
This is the place for Vanuatu Kava.
Definitely.
Whoa, I mean, we've got Kava here. We got some cups. Should we have our first one? Get on, let's pour up a cup.
I'll pour up some for you guys if you don't mind.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, alright.
So for the mixing of it, is it much of an art, or is it just throwing some water in?
Well, it is kind of an art because obviously it comes in a powder, like dried powder. Well, that's what it's allowed in Australia, not the fresh one from. As you know, Kava is from a roots from a plant. Yeah. It's a family of a pepper plant, so it dries out. That's how it's allowed in Australia. It comes in a powder. Until you just mix it with water. So everything about Kava is all organic.
I also would be kind of difficult to get it in because Australia is really strict with the plants and biosecurity and everything. So I guess that's drying it out kind of.
Yeah, no, see, they used to have Kava before, but I remember about 20 years or something, they used to have Kava here. They used to sell it here, but it was being obviously over abused by some people. Still is now. Kava is not allowed in Northern Territory.
Yeah.
Only anywhere in Australia, but not allowed in the Northern Territory. It's been abused. I think they're mixing with other stuff and whatnot.
Mixing with alcohol.
So takes away
from the experience.
So.
Well, I think it's cool that you kind of like have the bar here where it's like a somewhat controlled environment.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, someone passes out, there's people around to help them out.
Yeah. Oh well, we try to introduce Kava only. Well, we Kava only. We don't sell alcohol,
Yeah.
So it's only Kava. So when you go to a Kava bar, you go to chill. You have to have a chill environment. And,
Alcohol and Kava have two very different vibes that
that's
they
give. Let me know if you use too much.
The more the merrier.
The more the merrier. Yeah.
He just feels it to the brim.
That's it, boys. There you go.
Perfect.
Alright, do we neck it or do we sip on it?
The traditional Kava back home.
Finish it, right? You
polish the box. It's like you don't sip it like coffee or whatever.
Yeah.
But each to their own.
Well, I could definitely back that because the flavour takes a while.
So normally you take a big hit and then we normally have like chasers, like anything you have on the side for like sweets, just to get the taste off. Some people have soft drinks or whatever, but Kava traditionally back in the islands, how they drink it. Is Vanuatu style is they walk away from the crowd. That's why you see some of the people when they come in, some of the boys when they get the cow, they walk outside. And some of them, if we see them hit, they'll stand away, they'll turn their back away from you. That doesn't mean that it's rude. Yeah, that's a cultural thing. Back in Vanuatu, see, Fiji, they just sit around the table and they clap their hand and it's great. But Vanuatu way, they walk away as respect, they walk away and face their back, you know. It's not a disrespect. Some people think that disrespect walking away, but that's how. That's why you. Yes. You notice if you come to the Kava Bar sometimes you see a lot of them walking out and bringing the kava. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Anyway, man, enjoy.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, eh?
We'll do this one face to face for now.
Definitely. Yeah.
And for those wondering, kava, it's got a bit of a earthy taste. Quite similarities to maybe mushrooms. A little bit bitter, but goes down nice. Have a bit of lollies, wash back.
Tastes good used to. When I had it the first time, I was like, oh!
Yeah. Grows on you though. The more you have it, the more you like it.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. So it's, everything about kava is natural. So that's why a lot of people are trying to transition out of alcohol and tasting. You know, some people don't want to try, but it does the same effect. You know, you sit down, you get, you relax, you talk, you social, but you wake up in the morning with no headache. You know, things like that. So some people are trying to transition out of alcohol, trying to get into kava. So but everything about it is all natural, like water. You're just mixing water with roots.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't, nothing else is in there. So it's,
And another thing as well that's so great about kava is it's quite different to alcohol in terms of it doesn't really make you behave in different ways.
That's
you know,
right.
when you can have a lot of kava, but you're not going to, it's not going to change your personality or make you behave in ways you wouldn't normally. It's just more of a relaxant.
You're good and relaxed.
You know, you're not going to drink a bunch of kava and go home and get in a fight or anything like that. So I think that's what definitely differentiates kava over alcohol. But coming back to the culture of kava and the tradition, what exactly, why did kava become a thing? Like where did it originate from? What was it used for in Vanuatu?
Well, kava, I could say, by reading the history, I could say the originated is from Vanuatu and then moved to other Pacific Islands. I mean, that's what people could argue that, but obviously in the Pacific, but like I said, Vanuatu's got more variety. That's why I thought I could go with the story where it's originated in Vanuatu and Tropos. Fiji, I think it's only a handful of varieties. Same with Tonga. But Vanuatu is used, like as you said, it was traditionally it was like a cultural thing. Yeah. Women are allowed to drink it back in the days. Back in the days, it's just women are allowed to drink it. It's just men. It's like a cultural thing where all the chiefs, when they have meetings, and they sit down in the meeting, they have a bowl of kava ceremony. Or
Does that still happen?
It still happens, but that tradition, it still happens now. But in terms of women, now women drink it now, as you can see. It's kind of like a social thing now. But back in the days, it was used only on ceremonial stuff and all that stuff. But now it's
commercial. Much ritual to it or anything? Like having it with the other tribal leaders. But you said that sometimes when you drink it, you turn away. Are there any other cool things like that?
Well, some places in Vanuatu, how they prepare the kava is different. Like for me, I'm on the northern province, so we prepare our kava differently. On the southern province, they prepare the kava differently. Different islands have different variety. See, my island have this variety called Melo Melo. It's another variety, and then there's another island here called a different variety. That's why we got so much variety. So
do you think it shift much between the
it is. Some of them you can hit you for 2 days.
Really?
Some, and some of them you can drink as much again. You wake up in the morning fresh. Some of them you drink as much, you wake up in the morning, you can still feel a little bit. They've got different names, different tradition names, and different varieties.
So the one you have here is more that one where you can smash.
So I come from Penaba province where that's where I'm up north of Vanuatu. So we on my island we sell the Melo Melo. So that's what I try to use a lot. Melo Melo is the Melo is the name. So and a lot of people like that particular kava. So I try to use that.
And that's the one you kind of introduced to
Definitely, yeah.
How long ago did you come into Brisbane?
Well, I came into Brisbane a while ago, but like I said, I started off the brand with the clothing brand, Blacston. But I've always wanted. I've moved around shop. I moved the location a lot, but I've always wanted to do the Kava Bar. And when I closed my shop in West End, I saw this place and I think it's perfect for the Kava Bar. So
the vibe is set here is amazing.
It's I like this kind of style of old vibe building. You know, you can do a lot of the sets of vibe building.
Yeah, and that is the vibe of Kava, right? Kick it back and relaxing.
Well, that's it. See, Vanuatu, if you go to Vanuatu into Nakamal, we call it Nakamal, like the Nakamal I have up there. Nakamal is it's like a place of it's like I say in English it's like a bar. So Kava Bar, Nakamal. Nakamal is like a bar. It's for Kava. It's where the chiefs that people drink Kava, people relax there.
Specifically Kava, or do you have like alcohol?
No, it's only for Kava and meetings. You know, like it's a place for meetings and having Kava. And it's Nakamal is used for a lot of things like fights, tribal fights, and they come together in a one roof, Nakamal, and sort out the issues with the chiefs and have Kava, you know.
Oh right, do they so would one group have the Kava and like some others would fight from the tribe?
No, it's
oh, you mean fights as in like
it's
disputes?
Like disputes.
Yeah.
You know, the tribes have dispute and the chiefs want to sort out the dispute. They come into a Nakamal, like a hut, built especially to keep peace, you know.
Yeah.
They come out, they solve the issue, sit down, have Kava to complete the peaceful whatever negotiations they do.
Blow off the steam.
Yeah.
Kava's the way to do that.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Nakamal is the word of the day.
Nakamal. Yeah.
Do you find it was kind of hard, like transitioning from a clothing store into a Kava bar? Or Nakamal?
Nakamal? Oh, not really. Well, it's kind of easier for us because we know how to do it. I know how to set up a Nakamal.
Yeah, true.
You know, if someone new, how do I do it? How do I mix it?
Oh, if I came in with Kava, I had no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah. So I know how to transition. I think it's because we have a lot of Kava. I have a lot of Kava drinkers. I know people live in Brisbane that loves Kava. So it makes it easier for me to set up a Kava bar because I know we'll have a lot of customers to start off with.
So you already knew that it was going to be popular in Brisbane before coming here, or?
Not really.
Was it a bit of a risk?
Because I know there's a lot of Pacific people live here that love Kava. That's how I started. Because I know that, but I didn't think that would be a lot of Australians loving it too. You know, like walking in and
We do love to have a drink, us Aussies.
That's it. So it's been telling a good.
I think a lot of people have heard about Kava in Australia, but not a lot of people really know much about it. So like for me and Marcus, for example, we're driving past and Marcus was like, oh, the Kava bar's open there. I had no idea what it was. He explained it and I was like, we should go there, check it out.
Well, it's like I said, it's becoming a big thing now. Kava, it's clean. A lot of people that don't want alcohol. That's why they prefer Kava.
How would you compare it to, say, maybe like a normal bar over a Kava bar? Why do you think it'd be better for people to come and have Kava instead of going to a normal bar, per se?
Well, for starters, it's not as expensive as alcohol. You know what I mean? You don't wake up with a hangover in the morning, and like I said, you still have a good conversation and have a mingle with people like the same way you have alcohol, but it's more relaxed, as you can see, Kava and alcohol, like back home when people drink Kava in Nakama, if people walk into the Kava bar and they make noise, you can hear people go shh. Because they like the peace, they like the peace, they like the relax. And we have lights over here, but if you go to Kava bars back home, they don't have lights. The only light you see is at the Kava when you walk to buy the Kava at the window.
So you can see the Kava.
Yeah, but otherwise everything, the settings, everyone sits in the dark. They like the quiet, dark, and the quiet, relax. But in terms of now, it's moving to the western, now it's more commercialized now. You see people having beers on the side.
Is it hard to find the balance between keeping it traditional but also changing some things up for the Australian market?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Like some people might walk in, like some say, oh, can I bring a bottle of wine just to get away the taste of the kava? Yeah, why not? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, just to balance it out. You know, I'm not gonna be like, no, that you can't. You know, it's you have a glass of wine just to get the taste of what you drink your kava. Why not? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I'm pretty like in terms of like lights too. See, lights plays a big part in kava back home. But like I said, back home kava bar is dark.
Yeah.
So here I'm trying, we in the Western world, I'm sure I know a lot of Westerners on the walk here. It's pretty dark in here.
We just down this place closed.
Yeah. So you can see a lot of Pacific Islanders when they drink kava. You can see them they're trying to stay away from the lights. When you come here, a few times you'll see the boys they want to walk outside. They spend more time outside. They don't want to see in the light.
Another thing we notice as well is there's a lot less age restrictions with kava, right? There's not like alcohol. Australia has to be 18. With kava, it's sort of any age can have it. Why is that? Is it safer?
It is safer, and because it's like a pepper plant. It's a plant. It comes under food.
Like alcohol can damage the brain and stuff. Like when you're developing, kava's a lot more, I guess, natural and pure.
Yes, well, everything in the body is natural, just like I said, it's just water and the roots dry up, so it's not like you put a little bit of alcohol in there or a little bit of coke in there or whatever,
Well, that's how the original Coca-Cola was made. They just mixed in a little bit of Coke. That's why it was so popular. Because it literally was just like having Coke when you drank this drink. I think that was probably sold to kids as well back then.
Oh, I'd say so.
The 70s were crazy.
And so you've got one bar open at the moment. Are you hoping to expand and open up more bars?
That's a good question. I'm looking at I won't say opening soon, but I'm going for a drive up to Millennium. I'm trying to coach. I want to look at some space over there.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm hoping find a small space and open another bar up there. You know what I mean? Because it's just from my customers, and I've got some customers from Millennium came here last time. They're like, mate, you should come open one in Millennium.
I met a couple of people.
Yeah. They would come to Millennium, and the thing is that they're all hippies. I mean,
this is their.
They like natural. They like natural. They like the vibe.
Definitely.
Yeah, everything there. So I was like, well, why not? I'll come check it out. Yeah.
So you don't really have too much kava anymore. Back in your day, is there any like crazy kava stories that you got?
Yeah, well, like I said, kava back home people can't drink it like very accessible, because it's tradition, so they can drink to all hours of the morning. Like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? Like so, it's like I said, now that they maybe commercialize it, then now people getting more addicted to it. I'm not saying addictive, but like I said, they don't want to go to a bar and drink alcohol in the morning. They'll stay and have a kava bar and relax until the morning.
So even though it's a bit safer than alcohol and there's less negative effects on health, still some people can get a bit carried away.
That's right.
Get a bit too much.
Yeah, definitely.
So everything needs balance, obviously.
Definitely. Like on the weekend, some people do, they stay there. It's like they're going on a place, they'll stay there until 4 hours of the morning just drinking kava. And some people do way too much.
Speaking of, shall we go for round 2?
Yeah, definitely.
I love another cup.
Definitely, boys.
There's someone to do the turn away thing.
Is
it? Do you normally walk away, or is it just kind of like turning?
No, walk away. You don't have to walk away, but But they do walk away. Like they'll turn around and face the other way. And and what they do is before they drink it, they'll pour a little bit on the earth.
Alright.
Like a little sip into the earth.
What's that symbol of
give back to the earth. I might as well finish it,
Yeah.
Might as well finish it.
Perfect, thank you.
Cheers. Do you guys cheers much in Vanuatu?
Yeah, is there a version of cheers?
Oh yeah, malok. See, it's on the thing over there, malok.
Hey,
yeah, malok.
Malok.
Yeah, that's what they said all the time before they drink malok.
I might have actually heard that. Delicious.
And so neither of us have been to Vanuatu ourselves, so we don't know a lot about the culture over there. But I was curious about Kava and the culture. Does it tie into any sort of religious or spiritual belief systems over there? Was it ever traditionally used in some sort of ritualistic sense, or just simply as a a relaxant, or did it have any sort of deeper meaning to the culture?
I don't know about you talking about like that way deeper. I know it's just used for like traditional ceremonies.
Yeah, just sort of
but if other people use it in some other sense, or I don't know anything about. Because like I said, every island's have different culture and tradition.
Yeah.
My island, our culture is totally different. You might come from another island. Your culture is way probably more restricted than ours. Some are linear culture, some are really, really, really deep into the hardcore culture and things like that. There might be, but from what my experience and I know, us growing up, Kava is just a ceremonial drink.
Yeah.
That's how.
It feels somewhat more celebratory.
Yeah.
Rather than ritualistic.
Yeah.
I feel like islands will have like quite a bigger shift in culture just because like before like boating was so accessible, people didn't really swap over as much, right? So they would have diverged culture a bit more. Whereas you see more large bodies of land, like Australia doesn't really shift culture crazy now when you move across even like hours of the road. I was gonna ask, so starting with the Kava Bar and bringing it to Australia, do you think it ever like worked to add flavouring or something to Kava?
That's a good question. Good question because a lot of people are doing it now at home themselves. They're trying to just the flavours. But it's a big thing in the States. In the States, they've got 100 carvers open around the States, and that's all they do. They don't do traditional. They can do traditional on the menu, but they're more focused on cocktails. That's what they do. It's all sorts of cocktails, like Kava Cola and all that. You can all shiny drink.
Kava Colada.
Yeah, Colada. That's it. Yeah, Kava Colada. No, that's what they focus on the States. Pretty big, actually, way bigger than us over here. It's most of the products. The Kava that comes out of the Pacific Coast to the States. It's pretty huge in the States.
Well, there's a chance for Australia to kind of introduce it as something new.
It doesn't say I cannot do it here. That's just mixing. You're just mixing like alcoholic cocktail. Obviously, it's just whatever you think you can do, what no one do. But I think people are gonna like it though. I might introduce it slowly and see what people like it out there.
Feel the vibes a little bit. I feel it's a really hard flavour to mix with stuff. I was trying to think of what would go well with
well, that's it. Me personally, I don't know what to mix. I've never looked into that part. I want to stick to the traditional first. And, it's good. If someone come here and ask, can you mix mine with this? Maybe I will, you know what I mean? It's to get the flavor out, I guess. I want to stick to the tradition for now, and
But I guess it also kind of becomes a comforting flavor. A few times, like when I have like the gross taste of earth, I'm like, I'm gonna feel good soon.
That's right.
You definitely start to associate it with the good feeling, so you start to like it.
Well, I see a lot of people on social media they mix it with Oreos, all that stuff. You can mix it. Obviously, if you want to taste that, put a little bit of Fanta in or something. I don't know, just to make it a little bit sweeter.
Well, I think the reason why we're such big fans of Kava as well is because, in Australia there's such a huge drinking culture, right? Well, for Brisbane, you got the Valley, lots of clubs, pubs, and especially people around our age group, 20s. It's a really big thing that you do, right? Just go out, get drunk. But at the end of the day, there's so many repercussions that come with drinking, right? People get into car accidents, people get into fights, all sorts of crime, right? So I think, bringing something like Kava to Australia and expanding the business would be such a great thing, because if more young people like us started coming to Kava bars over normal bars, potentially things like long-term health effects and crime rates would, decrease.
Definitely. And I've seen a lot of people since we've opened. I've seen a lot of young people like you guys walking here, and they become regulars. They're coming in every now and then, having too plastic or whatever, they walk out with this, you know. They love me. Some of them like, oh, we don't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, I know for sure, like, even, because I know Kava doesn't really have the age limit, you know, 16 drinking Kava in a Kava bar, I think is more safe than 16
grabbing a goon sack and
alcohol
going
under
to
a bridge
the
or
pub.
something.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I think it also puts you around, like, a pretty good group. Like, I think the culture here is one of the most attractive things for the bar. Like, me and Marcus came in not knowing anyone and felt like a community immediately.
Very welcome straight away. I've never had that. You know, most of the time you go into a bar.
Yeah,
you know,
no one's gonna be like, "What's up? Welcome to the bar."
Everyone's trying to be cool. You know, people are a bit less, you know, a bit more cliquey. When you come to the car, like, everyone's saying hello. Everyone welcome to
No
the
one's
smile.
trying to fight you.
No, that's right. You know, there's no, it's not an ego booster.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
It just brings everyone down here.
Down to the same level.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's why I think it would be really good for the podcast as well, because like it puts you in that state of just being happy to chat without anything. Like, especially when we get all sorts of different guests, like I feel like we can get some real unique chats from that.
Yeah, good time. I mean, you guys don't mind doing the podcast on Fridays and Saturdays when all the guests are here, right?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm sure we have many people here with good stories to tell.
That's a good time to happen, you know? Like,
I mean, it's our podcast. We can do whatever we want. Like, I've never seen a podcast where they sub in guests, but maybe on a Friday night we just get a dedicated seat.
You're welcome to do it. Coming on Fridays and Saturdays, whatever day. It's good. That's when you meet a lot of Kava drinkers that you can find out more. More good stories from them.
Well, different areas of Vanuatu, different Kavas.
And some people that come here, some of them are not from Vanuatu, some of them from Solomon, some of them from PNG, you know, and some of them don't drink Vanuatu Kava before, and that's the first time, so it's
You got all different aspects of Kava drinkers.
Well, this is going pretty quick.
We're kind of veterans in this.
We're a bit seasoned.
These past few weeks.
Sure. That's great.
Definitely. Got you covered for today.
And the camera, show you boys having some as well. We're on the sounds
Kava drinking.
Kava for everyone.
Kava for everyone, yep.
Hello.
Malok.
Yeah, I got a few.
Beautiful, thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
Man. What are these made of?
Coconut shell. Coconut shell, yeah.
They seem very smooth for coconut shells.
Yeah.
They're like polished up. Oh, thank you. I'm still in frame.
Yes, you are.
Nice. Alright, so what would you say is some of the biggest differences between like the islands out in Vanuatu and over here? Because it's quite a broad question, I know, but
In terms of Kava Bar or in terms of
the culture, the people,
The
like,
culture,
morals,
you know,
like,
running a business over there compared to over here.
Yeah, or like I've started my clothing brand since 2012. And it's been a roller coaster for me anyway. I do it as a just a hobby for a start. I decided to label that. That's why it's Blacston. Blacston is from my island. You know, my island is like a volcanic. It's a volcanic island. So you know how some islands in Vanuatu, it's like nice beaches, nice white beach. But my island is full of black sand and black rocks.
That's pretty cool though.
Rocks. So
black sand.
So it's a lot of black stone. That's why I call it black stone. You know, like the giant black stone. But it's rocks everywhere. There's a volcanic island.
Do you know if Vanuatu like kind of split off from islands, or if it came out of the ocean? Because I know New Zealand, one of the reasons why it's my home country, we had a lot of like birds and bats as our natural animals is because it actually came out of the ocean instead of like splitting off from
I'm
Pangea.
guessing the same because we have a lot of that. We have a lot of that birds and bats. We have a lot of that. Yeah.
And if it's a volcanic island
It's a volcanic.
itself,
Yeah, there's a few volcanoes in Vanuatu. My island has one. There's an island on the south called Tana. That's one of the live volcanoes in the world that you can actually stand on the rim and look at the lava.
Oh, so you can stand and see the lava.
Stand right on the rim and look down at the hot lava and see it blowing.
Wow.
That's pretty sweet. I might add that to the bucket list.
Yeah, a lot of people around the world actually travel there just to see it. Because where else can you go that close to a volcano and see the
It's unique.
Maybe KavaCast episode 50.
Yeah,
at the edge of the volcano.
Why not? And
Still gotta have the root stuff as well.
and why not? See, another we mentioned Tana. One of the culture in Tana of kava, how they do the kava is they chew the kava. They get the green roots straight from the ground.
Oh, so they go straight
They
forward.
chew it, but when they, not anyone can chew it. Only a virgin, like a little boy, like a 15-year-old, like a 12-year-old.
That's Marcus's type.
Yeah. So he'll chew it. He'll be like chewing the roots, just keep chewing, and whatever the saliva mixing up, and then squeeze it into a bowl, and that's a knockout. That's the tradition. I'm like,
that's a whole bottle of vodka.
Yeah, man. It's like
Virgin Boy Kava is the one to get.
And like I said, it's good to have an episode there. Like I said, all islands have different tradition of kavas.
Yeah. We could do like a kava tour, like each
Definitely.
different kind of thing.
I mean,
So it grows in the ground, so it's like a plant.
it's like a plant. That's it right there.
Oh, this is
That's a
kava.
Kava right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't realize you could grow them in Australia.
No, you can't. I mean,
Or like because
The
of
weather.
climate.
The climate, yeah.
The climate, yeah.
I put I have two big plants around. I put them in a pot plant, but the climate is not that best for it. But that's kava right there, yeah. So,
And for the preparation process from start to finish, once the plant is fully matured, you then what
So
happens next?
normally like I said, different varieties have different terms of growth, right?
Yeah.
You know, like this kind of variety might grow for 4 years. This type of variety might grow for 2 years. But some of them 5 years. That's a long time.
Yeah, that's how it is.
And some of them can stand up like big trees. I mean, not trees, but you can climb it. Big yeah.
How big do the roots get? Because the kava itself is the root.
They can get pretty big. You have them for 5 years growth. That's strong. Yeah, so different variety. The people in Vanuatu know their variety. When they know, like I said, mellow might grow for 4 years. Anything more than that, that's you have to for 4 years to harvest. Anything before 4 years, it's too young to harvest.
So 4 years on the dot. So that's quite a late blooming.
Something like that, yeah. And then another variety, you have like a 3-year crop. Some have a 2-year crop. So yeah,
there's a whole art to it.
Yeah, you can't just expect it to grow up like in 1 year old. Yeah, it's ready to harvest now. You gotta leave it. That's why it's noble. That's why they say noble kava, meaning that you have to set an ear that it's noble. Because we only import noble kava to Australia.
Oh, yeah,
So
high
high quality. So to become the high quality, it has to be crossed at a certain edge.
That explains it, because like I talked to a few of like my workmates and stuff about kava, and they said like they barely felt anything when they've had it before. So I think it's like the quality really does matter there.
Yeah, the quality and what type of kava you're drinking. See, like I said, like Fiji kava is different. Fiji kava is different. Like you'll try it on your own.
Not as good.
Basically, they don't have to
They water it down a lot.
Yeah.
They water it down a lot. Okay, so like I said, they water it down. So when you drink, you just keep blowing it by the time. You don't feel anything because they water it down a lot. And that's how they drink the kava. So you bring a Fiji person to a kava farm, the kava bar, some of them like, no, they do.
too much.
They're too strong for them.
Yeah.
Like, no.
We jump straight to the deep
Yeah,
end.
definitely.
Yeah.
And then from all the people you bring them to a Fiji kava bar, they're like, nah.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
Get my money back.
Yeah.
5 cups,
Yeah.
what is this?
So it's a thing where they said I should do in the future if I get busy. They say, oh, you do 2 varieties here. I mean, 2 blend. one strong blend and one weak, soft blend for Fijian.
So it's what used to the Fijian Kava.
Yeah, so they can come here and like, oh no, we have your mix here, they'll bring. So I have I still have to
still use Vanuatuan Kava.
Yeah. I can still use it, but just make it weaker because they don't like it strong. That's an idea for future anyway. But
it feels like there's a lot of gyrations that you have to go through.
So for me, I'm trying to blend something that's in the middle. So everyone is drinkable for everyone, I don't want to make it too strong because too strong. Some people are too strong, like for first customers if they walk in and one hit and no, this is not.
Yeah. Well, I have a mate actually who first time he had Kava, he was barely able to walk home. I ended up having to carry him.
Isn't that right?
I remember that. The first time you guys gave me definitely. I remember that.
Got overexcited and
had him in my arms like a Disney princess.
I had some good Vanuatu Kava.
And so what inspired you to come over to Australia?
Oh, I moved over here when I was younger, so I moved to Canberra. I moved to Canberra a long time ago when I was younger, and I decided, before the World Trade Center, that's 2001, I decided to move. I was like, I'm sick of Canberra. I moved to a small town called Wagga Wagga. Small town, and I was like, where else, where else to go? I either go to Melbourne, Perth, Sydney. I was like, Queensland. And good choice because Queensland is close to my home. You know what I mean? Like for me on the flight over here to Vanuatu, it's like 2.5 hours. If that time you don't make a choice to move to Perth or where, I'll regret it.
Barely part of Australia.
I'll regret it because I'll be flying 6 hours from there to here and then another. It's going to be a costly trip.
Yeah. So
here I'm happy over here. It's either tropical, like back home it's tropical, same weather. So
I do love that World Trade Center is the time mark. I'm gonna start using that one. It's like I was born just before the World Trade Center. That's my birthday.
I first moved to Brisbane from Canberra or Wagga Wagga 1 week and I woke up in the lunchroom on the first week and the World Trade Center. So that's how I knew that's when I moved to
Nice.
And another thing though about Kava is if you drink it, you put it in a bowl or whatever. Because Kava you don't drink it every 5 minutes every second minute like alcohol, just keep doing it. Kava you relax for 10 minutes, 5 minutes if you have another one.
It's very different. When I'm on the person drinking alcohol, I always feel like I should have a drink in my hand. When I have Kava, you're just used to not having that at all.
And so every time it's with Kava whatever, Fiji Kava everywhere, so before you drink, obviously if it's in a bowl you shake it, or if it's in a bottle, if it's in a bowl you kind of stir it. So you mix it all, that everything part that drops down to the bowl, you're gonna mix it all up.
Otherwise you just get a shot.
Shot of You got one other one?
Yeah.
Well, if you insist. Yeah, you guys can have another two. There you go.
Don't worry about it, I've got a few glasses to go for you guys.
A few what, sir?
A few glasses to go for you guys.
Oh, nice. Malak.
So I'm looking forward to this podcast for the first KavaCast in Brisbane for this.
Yeah, this is probably the first KavaCast in Australia.
So I'm looking forward to see the growth for that from here on.
That's so good.
That's sort of our vision, is to really bring awareness to Kava to Australians, especially the younger crowds. Just because it's such a safe way to spend a Friday evening, and we really want to just get the word out there and just you guys heard it here first. If you want the good quality stuff, Blacston Ware's where to come.
Albion, Brisbane.
Albion, Brisbane, Blacston Ware. This is the place.
Just follow us on Facebook. Blacston Ware spelled differently, BLACSTON. So it's gonna be.
We'll throw some links in the description as well if you want to check it out. It's a great way just to spend an afternoon, especially because it's a new experience.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's one of the things that really excites, especially young people, about like any drugs or alcohol. Is it's something that's super new and cool. And like Kava does that. Kava feels that for you, but it means you're not, falling into a gutter.
Well, it's like when we come home from the Kava Bar and we're going to go to bed. You know what I mean? We're not heading back out to town. You don't leave the Kava Bar and go to the strip club. You know what I mean? You go home and chill on the couch, and
it's very much a very like kind of chill.
So it plays a lot. Kava plays a lot of part in terms of like sports people. They train a lot, and at the end of the hard training, they want to relax. A lot of rugby players drink Kava because it's relax their muscles and.
I think that's an issue that a lot of especially Western people struggle with is that like we work, and like it's sometimes it's really hard to relax. And sometimes people just never do. And so having those nights where you just kick back, have some Kava, chill, chat with some mates, meet some new people at the Kava Bar.
A hard day after a Kava after a hard day, and just chills you out. And it's good. It helps. Some people have anxieties, and some people can have problems sleeping. Kava plays a good part in sleeping. Sleeping people have problems sleeping. You go to the chemist these days, and you can ask for Kava pill, pill just to put you to sleep. Things like that. But it's not as strong. But also that's the thing. Kava is good for you have problems sleeping.
Well, that's how I heard about it. Actually, was I saw in a chemist a few years ago just these Kava extract pills. And they were quite weak though. I had a few, and then helped me get to sleep. And that's how I sort of heard about it. But now having it the traditional way is much better.
Definitely.
Much more enjoyable.
A lot of people back home have it before dinner. You don't have it on a full time. Just because you're already, the tongue is bloated.
It's absorbed by
the tongue is bloated, you drink up, you get bloated, and makes you, some people get sick, and you're bloated. So people have it on an empty stomach straight after work, empty stomach, and then as soon as you finish, you eat, it keeps the kick.
Does it change your appetite much? Like, I've heard other people tell me that weed makes you really hungry and want to eat a lot.
You've heard other people tell you that?
Yeah. On the grapevine. I think I read it on a forum.
Yeah. Kava doesn't make you hungry, right?
No. I've never felt like a need to eat, but I also haven't eaten, so maybe it makes food really tasty.
And another thing as well, low calories in Kava. In beers, you have a couple of beers every day after work. It's going to start showing.
There goes the gym efforts.
That's it.
Another one I want to throw out there, we're really just giving perks to Kava so far, but if you have too much Kava, you fall asleep. That's pretty much the worst. You might vomit and then fall asleep, but you're not going to need your stomach pumped.
No.
You don't have to go to hospital or anything. And that's why I think it's safe, especially for kids who are going to abuse the shit out of anything that makes them feel good.
If you're going to relax, do it right. Do it healthy. Should we tie it up?
I don't know how long we've been going.
No?
45 minutes.
I think we tie it up. Any closing comments?
No, appreciate you guys coming over and started this KavaCast and including us inside of this, new journey.
Thanks so much.
Much appreciated. Can't wait to see the process of this, progress of the KavaCast.
I think it's really special that for the first episode of the KavaCast we get someone like you on here. I mean, the owner of the first Kava Bar in Brisbane, or Vanuatuan Kava Bar in Brisbane. It's pretty awesome. And I think,
like I said, you guys are welcome to come in on the weekends when we open. Just walk around interviewing people, and everyone will be happy to share the stories. It's not like alcohol where they'll be rude to you or whatever. Everyone will be happy to share the stories about alcohol.
Just from the times we've been here, everyone's been super friendly and great to chat with.
No one's going to be camera shy because everyone's having kava.
Yeah.
So everyone will be ready to jump on board.
I think it's a good time for that too, because you meet some new people walking here.
Yeah.
Good experience for them. It's good for them to see.
It's kind of like an exciting random thing happening in the bar. There's always going to be a bit of interest that's from
The
it.
good thing is you guys is around the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally, just like a 600-meter walk.
Yeah.
Just doxed ourselves right now.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll wrap it up then. Thank you so much for watching the first episode. Be tuned in for another one. We might be here at the Kava Bar even. You know that me and Marcus are going to be here just in general, so pop on down, say hello to us, say hello
Come meet Alfred.
to Quai here and the rest of the boys at the Kava Bar. Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate you too, Alfred. Thanks for this.
Thanks for
Been a great guest.
Appreciate it. Thank you.